I spend a fair bit of time on this show talking about our Defence Force, those serving, past and present, and for good reason. They do the kinds of things the rest of us wouldn't dream of. They are prepared to give their lives for this country. Also, most of you know I'm an army brat. My dad served for over 40 years. He's still serving, of course, in the Senate. He's on tune. But tonight I wanted to say something about our police forces, the men and women in blue who've had a stark and painful reminder this week that they too must be willing to give their lives for us, must get up each day, say goodbye to their partners and kids, knowing they might not return home. It's a pretty incredible thing, isn't it, when you stop and actually think about it. Most of us spend our lives avoiding conflict, danger, anything that might have an adverse effect on us and those that we love. It's human nature, survival instincts. Imagine running towards the very thing we are programmed to run from. That's what police do, day in, day out. Yes, they might give us the odd speeding ticket or scold us if we're doing the wrong thing, albeit in our eyes minor. Sometimes we might think there's an element of overreach when it comes to law enforcement. COVID breach is a recent example. All directives from above, of course. But I tell you what, when we need them, and we all will, if we haven't yet, there's no one I'd rather in my corner than this country's police force. My little girl has a mum who some people might think has a pretty cool job. I mean, there are some perks. But I can assure you, it's her dad's gig that she's really excited by. He's a policeman. And while she's not really old enough yet to fully understand what that entails, she will one day. And just like I see my dad as a hero, I have no doubt she'll feel the same about hers, just like we all should. When you see an officer out and about, why don't you thank them? Do it in front of your kids. Explain to them why you're doing it. Smile at them. Treat them like they deserve to be treated. Because just like 26-year-old Rachel McCrow and 29-year-old Matthew Arnold, who was shot dead this week in a malicious and cowardly attack in Queensland, that very officer might one day have to make a choice to run towards what we all run from. And at the very least, they should know that we acknowledge, that we appreciate, that we respect them immensely for their bravery. Even if it's yet to be fully tested, their willingness to do it alone is enough. They are heroes, and I thank each and every one of them.